Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Tree Leaf, and today we're going to continue talking about how to sit zazen on the zafu, but today from the side. Now there are a couple of tricks to it. Number one, you see me sitting in front of this wall here. It's actually not a wall, it's a divider, but the same principle. In our Soto practice, we sit facing the wall. A plain white wall is best. It cuts down the excess distractions to the eyes, but at the same time we're sitting with our eyes 1/3 or 2/3 open. That's because we are still present in this world where we live, this world that is us. That's where we sit. We don't close ourselves off to it. We're not trying to have some spacey trip. Therefore our eyes are always open, but at the same time sitting in front of a wall is the right mix of reducing distractions. We're kind of in the world, yet not. Now the other thing I'm going to show you is today I'm going to sit, I was sitting the Burmese. That's when one foot is tucked in the knee of the other and the other foot comes like this. Or I could sit in the full lotus as well. That's crossed like this. Either way, I recommend the Burmese for beginners because I believe it is the best combination of being balanced yet relaxed for a beginner whose joints and muscles are not yet stretched enough to allow the full lotus. Now the most important thing though is you can see that my knee is flat on the floor. Now this is Japanese tatami, which is kind of a mat. If you're sitting in the States or in Europe, you're probably sitting on linoleum or something like that, even a carpet. You probably want to put a mat under where you're sitting, maybe at least a couple of towels. But you have to get your knees down flat on the floor. If your knees are not down flat on the floor, well, sometimes you can do some exercises over time, and in the meantime you can put some pillows and various supports under your knees, but eventually your knees have to get down. If your knees are up in the air like this, that's not good. That's off balance. Now the other thing, I'm sitting in front of a shoji screen today just so you can see the lines and get a sense of where my back and my spine is. I try to sit with my spine straight. It should be pretty much straight with the lines here that are on the shoji screen behind me. My spine is about I'm an American, I'll talk in inches. About an inch or 2 inches, no, about an inch from the central axis of the zafu. If you imagine the zafu as a wheel, there's a central spoke. I'm about 1/3 in front of that. Now, one other thing I want to tell you is, zafus are not one size fits all. If you're a big person, if you're a tall person, you may need a special zafu, a little higher, a little firmer to support you. If you've got a little weight like me, you want a zafu that doesn't get all squishy. There are some good places, good zafu suppliers like Zen Mountain Center that will consult with you about what is the right zafu for your particular body type. That's not a plug, that's really good to consult with someone and not just buy the first zafu off the rack. Now what else did I want to tell you? Okay, my eyes are open, about 1/3, 2/3. I'm looking down usually at about a 45-degree angle towards the wall. My tongue is up on the roof of the mouth behind my teeth. That keeps down the saliva, you know. Very important, so you don't have to swallow a lot while you're sitting zazen. We start off about 3 deep breaths and then breathe through the nose. I'll talk about breath on another day, but we let the breath take its own pace. Short breaths are short, long breaths are long. We don't particularly try to do anything artificial with the breath. But we will find as we're sitting and we relax, the breaths naturally slow. I find that when I'm sitting in a very balanced way, sometimes 1 breath or 2 breaths a minute, it seems, is sufficient. The body just knows exactly how much air it requires, you see. Now we start off, we sit, hands in the cosmic mudra, resting right below my belly button. My top fingers are right below my belly button there. And I'm going to put it in front of my roxy so you can see, and sitting on my lap, like so, like this. Sitting on my lap, my fingers are right below the belly button. I start off, I take 2 or 3 swings this way, a couple of swings back and forth, just to get that center position with the door. Now, about my back and my neck, I pretend, you can't really see on the camera, but I pretend that there's a string running from the top of my head up to the ceiling, okay? And then I give it a little tug, watch. See that? Just as if it's the string from the crown of my head to the ceiling is pulling my head up just to stretch the neck and the back a little bit. And my chin is tucked in so. Okay? You know, when you try to do something that you do all the time, it's a little tricky, but I think I'm in pretty good position here. Okay, anything else I wanted to tell you? Well, the ears are on the side of your head. Your belly button is where it always is. Let's see. I think I covered the whole body. So let's sit. I gotta reach the bell now.